And just play with your Silas. He's being very proactive, so they're TPing in. Does Jax have TP? It's important. He does.
He does. Oh.
He ultis you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. But still, you guys win hard. You guys win hard. Just slowly play slow. I'll just Q you in. Nice. It's the Penta angle right here. It's the Penta angle right here. Almost. Chase it, bro. Go for it.
It actually is. Wait, hang on.
Dodge the bubble. Okay, nice try. Go right.
She's gone. She's gone.
Okay, nice.
Huncho.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So we're doing this is the second session, right?
Yeah.
Let me just open your OPG really quickly.
The coaching was so good from last time. I've just been applying what you've like taught me from the last session, and it's just been going really well.
Yeah.
The win rate's way up.
Yeah, you're 70% win rate. Oh my goodness.
I've climbed quick.
I'm not
Last
gonna lie,
time you
bro.
coached me, I was plat 4, promoted into plat 3, and I'm already emerald. So.
Alright, like see, yeah, you're MVP every single game. Applying what I said, you're 8 CS per minute every single game, and
yeah,
PDs as well. Yeah, just looking at your OPG these last games. Yeah, it's exactly what I want to see.
After that OP.GG review, I was like, oh, I need to farm more. Okay, I've just been taxing laners.
Yeah, I mean, taxing laners is good sometimes. A concept I want to talk about really quickly. I think this is like really overlooked. People don't understand this. So let's say we're playing Hecarim, right? Let's just say we're 15 minutes into the game. Let's say, for example, I don't know, like it doesn't really matter what's happening in the map. Let's just say, for example, top tower is taken, okay? And so this entire wave is like, it's open. The lane's open. Top tower. We have top tower. We're on blue side. Enemy top tower is taken. And let's say, for example, our top gets dove 1 for 1, right? So enemy top is in base. Our top's in base for 20 seconds. 25 seconds is mid game, and we're top side, and we just finished for full clear like this, right? A concept here, let's just say, for example, Grub is spawning at 30. The best play here is to just push out a top wave or 2, right? And then you get plus 12 CS, plus 13 CS.
Doesn't that just tilt my top laner though?
Well, like yes and no, because the way it works is if you take this wave, right? This one here.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is your top lane is gonna go top. It's gonna be no wave, so he's gonna be forced to help you on grubs or rift. So it's like it could be bad. Like what I want you to think about, I just want you to think about it sometimes, because sometimes this is gonna be really free play because your top lane is not like, so you have like an Ornn or like a tank. They don't need the resources. You need the resources, right? But if you have like a Fiora who's like doing good, or like something that wants resources that's doing good, like okay, maybe you can not take it. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if they get tilted or not, because they won't get the wave, if that makes sense, because they're dead for 25 seconds.
They're gonna miss it either way.
Exactly. Yeah. It's gonna take them like what, 45 seconds to get back to lane if they're dead for 25. It would take them a while, right? So in that time, you can push this out. This not only gives you prio, it not only gives you resources, but it also makes it so your top laner really easy to choice what the top laner has here, right? They might get tilted sometimes, but at the end of the day, you want to get into the habit of like, you just want to be comfortable being in a position where you're like really ahead 2 levels up with a lot of resources and being able to carry with that, and then you'll be able to really easily climb just like this. Like your games are gonna look like this all the time if you just put yourself in a position to get ahead, right? So that's kind of like, again, like if your top laner is coming back to the lane and you take their wave when they can get it, then that's a big griefing, right? Usually, unless you need an item and you have no camps, nothing, maybe you could do it, but still, you don't want to do that. I was just reading through the notes from last time. I wrote that we wasted E a lot, so like for this game, I'm gonna be looking out for E usage.
I've been a lot more mindful of wasting E and W, or not wasting E and W. I've been a lot more mindful of that since you said it.
But mainly, what I really want to look for here is just the first like 8-10 minutes of the game. I'm gonna be looking how the early game plays out, and even if you go like 0-5 in the early game, if you're applying the right ideas and you're doing the right things, like, and you just have a bad mechanical execution, like it's still good, if that makes sense. Like if you have the right thought process of early game and how like what's gonna happen, what you think's gonna happen, you're anticipating the right things, and you go 0-3, 0-4, like it's still really good because you're thinking about the right things. So I'll call that out too. Just the main focus is gonna be the early game. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so that's the main things for today. Do you have any other like specific questions about from last time we coached?
So actually one thing now you've asked.
Yeah.
When to build Spear of Shojin. I always find myself wanting to build it, but I just stick to the blueprint more or less of just Eclipse, Black Cleaver, and then Death Stance if they have AD, or like more if they have AP. But I want to know like when's good for me to go Shojin.
So yeah, let's talk about itemization. There's, like you said, the blueprint of Eclipse, Cleaver, and then defensive items. That's usually correct. I would say 90% of the time, build will be Eclipse, Cleaver, and then usually City Boots, right? That's like 90% of the time. And Eclipse Cleaver, and then you're gonna get some defensive items, right? And this is gonna be like DD, it's gonna be Maw.
Once I've gone Eclipse or Black Cleaver, I just build defensive usually. Now that you've mentioned, like that's
Yeah, that's like your core. You
build,
just need
yeah.
Eclipse Cleaver, you
Yeah.
have enough damage, you like
Yeah.
because the reason you don't need more damage is because if you like typically what's gonna happen is let's say you build like I don't know, if you build like a Yumu's third, like he might be too squishy, right? You don't really need too much damage. But what you could do though, and what I like to do, like one of my favorite builds to do on Hecarim is third item pick up like a lethality item, right? So like an Edge of Night or something like that. But
Still good. Edge of Night, still good third.
yeah, Edge of Night is still one of my favorite items. It's just like very dependent. But I'll talk about the other builds in a second here. The second build is gonna be like I would say like 10% of the time you can build Eclipse into Shojin. Shojin second. Third item you can go Seralda. I mean ideally you get a lethality item here. This is the it's the best item you can get with this build. So you get a lethality item. And this is typically going to be Edge of Night. Or like instead of Edge of Night, like Edge of Night just the best lethality item. It gives you HP, gives you lethality, and gives you a spell shield. And spell shield is really big, right? Think of comps like with poke or comps with like cringe lockdown CC. Spell shield is really nice, right? So Edge of Knight's actually really high value in Hecarim, especially if you're using the shield correctly. It's going to help you every single fight, right? You'll avoid one spell for sure. And if you're like all inning, you're for sure guaranteed to avoid one spell. But the reason this build is good, and the only time you do this build, that's why I say 10% of the time it's applicable, is let's say for example we're playing a game like this where they have Echo, Zed, Kai'Sa, and Kayn. So 4 relatively squishy champs early, right? Mid game. So this game you don't need Cleaver that early, if that makes sense. You don't need Armor Pen because they have 4 squishy champs. You could go Shojin second here and get away with it. They have Nautilus, which is annoying, so I would still go Cleaver here just to be safe. Right, let me find another
would
example.
usually be best. Which game would be best for just Shojin second?
It was the Echo game. Let me just find it again. Where was it? Am I blind?
Okay.
This game right here. It's still like I'd still go Cleaver here just because it's good for Nautilus, right? He's gonna build armor and it's still high value. Cleaver, it doesn't matter if they have armor or not. Cleaver is really high value in Hecarim because you get to proc it really quickly, right? That's the idea behind like Cleaver. You get to proc really quickly. It has all the stats you want. But if they're 5 squishy champs, like this game, you would never go Shojin because they have Warwick, Renekton, Mordekaiser, 3 like tanky champs. They're gonna build armor. Like you see Tabby, Thornmail, and Renekton's gonna pick up armor too. So Cleaver for sure, right? This game we look at our laners, right? We have volatile bot lane. Our top could be volatile, but they both have TP, so it's chill. So ideally we path the bot here. Rengar no flashes is really good for us. Rengar is a matchup where you're just being mindful of the invade. And his invade is always going to be level 3. He can never invade you before that. And now he has no flash, so it's actually good. This game, we're definitely pathing towards bot. Oh, they changed the map actually. I didn't notice that. Looks good.
Yeah, this patch they just.
Yeah, we could look. This is good for us. Just run to tower.
Oh my.
Yeah, Rengar no flash. Try to ping Rengar. Dude. You see he's dead as well. Nice. Okay, we can go straight to Raptors here. We don't have to base. Don't base. Go Raptors.
No.
The thing is, we might get pretty low here, but you should be fine. And if you get too low, you can just smite the Raptor. It's gonna heal you, right? This is really good. Now Rengar's gonna be delayed. Now, typically, we're always in trying to invade with Rengar, but here we should be fine because we have really good vision on his bot side, and he's not gonna run to our top side. So we just path down here, and we have no worries about invade. Here, you might have to smite it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think so.
It's okay to be safe like that. And we just sequence.
Wait, to red? No, okay.
Yeah, Krugs always.
Sequence. Yeah, sequence.
Always. Yeah, it's really good early game for us though.
Don't have Ghost for the level 4 gank bot.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like Rengar is pathing up. The good thing about the Rengar matchup is that we can cancel his E and we can cancel his leap, right? So when he R's and when he like jumps through bushes, if you have vision on him, you can cancel his leap with your E. Okay, so he definitely did an invade, so I'd ping his top side here, let Jax know. He's really healthy, nothing should happen. And we're just playing towards bot lane here.
You think I should go through river or through lane?
We just go through river, get crab, you don't have to play his bot gank, but you're just looking for something, right? Could be good. Ideally you take crab first, but you could look, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, play.
Straight in.
Yep. Vayne still slash, should be really free though.
Yeah, nice. We're fine. And then just base straight after?
No, you have to protect your Raptors. Rengar could look for them. Hold time. What's his CS?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our Raptors here. So he's 28. He might run straight to our Raptors here. Just get Q stacks through mid lane if you can. Yeah, he's still soft. Just ping Jax away. He's gonna get ganked again 100%.
He's recalling.
Yeah, perfect. So we know for sure he's just gonna run bot lane. And we have an angle to gank. No, Krugs first, then base. And we could look for a top gank too. We just want to look. When I say look, I mean we just like move our camera and we see if it's good or not.
We're just checking.
Yeah, we're just checking. We're like heading towards top here because that's our only like angle and our only play. because our next camp is wolves, right? So we're just gonna take a
Mm.
base here anyways. You can just go chill in tri-bush, start your base, and then look for a top gank. It's unlikely it'll work. Okay, it's ward 2, so we just base, yeah. But that's kind of the idea there, right? We have a timer, so we try to
Got
make the
it.
most of it. And here,
Got it.
Eclipse
Got it.
first, always. I buy
Yeah, I
pickaxe,
noticed as well you
boots.
mentioned I remember in one of your streams you said about not rushing boots, you want to rush AD for
Yeah, you rush
improving
AD
your clear
early.
speed.
It's really, really OP because it makes your clear so much better, right? And then your clear just becomes really, really nice. I think rushing boots could be fine in some matchups, but most of the time you just want to rush raw AD like pickaxe longsword, and then you're really, really strong. You can dual Rengar now, right? Just with your items. But here,
Yeah, he's
it's
up
going to be
also
pretty
got
hard to play
pickaxe.
grubs, to be honest. Mordekaiser's a really, really good champ versus Hecarim, so play dragons. We don't need to play grubs. We can see mid should be winning pretty hard because it's a counter matchup, but here we're probably just going to start dragon. Our bot has prio as well.
Oh,
And top die too, so we for sure play dragon here, yeah.
yep.
And we're pretty happy with that too. That's kind of like, it follows our game plan, right? Playing for bot means playing for dragon. And after we have like maybe an angle to play as red, and maybe an angle to just go back to our rafters, we'll see. Check mid lane HP, because Silas is level 6 now, so he's really, really strong.
Oh,
And
Rengar won't be 6 though. What's
yeah, I'm not sure what this play is, but this is really good for us. Malphite no R. And it's a good thing we watched that, because now we know.
true? Yeah, so this is why it's important to check, huh?
Exactly. So here, maybe we could look for a
Yeah.
top crab play as well. Depends on Silas wants to stay. We could definitely gank mid here. Rengar just gonna be finishing up grubs.
I think he just solos kills. Oh,
Yeah, we could chase this. You don't have to R. Okay, this is fine.
I mean,
Look at crab. Careful.
just
Rengar's gonna be right
okay.
here. He's level 6.
Okay.
Just play slow. We have Silas coming in. He's coming in right now. Try to play this crab with Silas here. Rengar's gonna try to play it. We want crab though. Mordekaiser's come from top side. Silas is basing, so we have to chill. Just give it up. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we had R, maybe we could play, but we don't.
Mhm. You're right. Okay. Yeah. I just wasn't because we didn't see where Rengar was, right? So I just wanted to try and make sure to kill him. I probably wasted our.
Yeah,
I
no.
wasted our.
I think
I wasted our.
there it's we'll talk about it later, but it's not like
Okay.
not the end of the world. Just there it's better to use like either your R or your ghost, and we use both, so then we can't play after if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And plus Malphite uses R and flash and he's no mana, so it's free. Always Fulker down, our roll's gonna be up 2.
Alright,
We're super
wasted
happy
you.
with this game state though. Rengar is level 6 and Rengar wants to base, right? So he might gank bot lane with R, so I'd be pinging them to be careful because we can't help them right now.
Also, yeah. So I know you've mentioned obviously about you wasting E, but this is like it's
No,
good
it's
for
fine. Right here, right
crossing
here.
here, right?
Yeah, that's
Keep
fine.
you
That's
stacks.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's just here, I wouldn't use it again because we're playing towards bot side, right? So you don't have to use your E for
Yeah.
the rest of the clear. We're just
Yeah.
saving it just in case for a bot play. Because Rengar, again, he has R, he's going to be for sure bot side. If we're bot side right now, we know Rengar is going to be either on his wolves or on his raptors because our clear is a bit faster. Rengar is most likely top side right now, so I'd maybe ping Jax away.
Oh.
So he ganks mid, that's a kill, can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. Now we have a big timer after blue, so we probably hold mid wave. Check Malphite HP, maybe we could play if he shows. Let's get mid wave. And here, ideally, we don't push. We just need 100 gold for item, I think. So open. Maybe you can take like 1 minion mid, just because we need item here. I don't know, you're not griefing him. And then just go base out of vision here. Then we can maybe play towards top. Camera bot here. I mean, it's not really playable. Just go straight to Raptors and we can look. Mordekaiser's ulti Jax, so he might be dead. Mordekaiser's no R for grubs. He might look to proxy. Maybe we can punish this. Does Jax have TP? He does. He doesn't.
Not yet.
Okay, so start your Krugs, and then we look for a chunk on him after. You can't really kill this unless you like play it perfectly. Yeah, you can kill. You can kill. He's kind of misplaying right now. Play slowly. Try dodge Q. Perfect. You can kill this. There's no W. You can just R him and he's dead. I think we're dead here
I'm
too,
dead.
though.
Yeah, I'm dead for it.
Maybe not. Okay,
Nah,
that's really close. So
close.
there, if we hit our, that was really good that we dodged Mordekaiser Qs.
Go
Jack
on.
should kill.
Not
Perfect.
bad.
Okay, really, really good then. So we honestly played that pretty good. Our movement was great. It's just our R. If we hit it on Rengar, we actually like get out there most likely.
Needed to hit them both.
Yeah, we had to hit them both there, but it was kind of awkward. But that was not bad. That was not bad. So here we have mid solo. Let's go straight to grubs here and play these.
Yep. Where
That's
would
really
he be?
fine. Rengar could just run straight here if he wants. He's probably emotional, so he could be here. We don't know. He could be anywhere. He's most likely bot side because he cleared bot the top.
Just go to Drake, right?
But here, ideally, we just run straight to wolves and we play from there. Our R is up in 30. It's really
Should I
good
check
that
his
we.
boost
It's really
stats?
good. No, don't. It's not up. I mean, it might be up now, but if Rengar was top, then his top side's most likely like, not up. We can't confirm it, right? So it's always better just go what's guaranteed here, and what's guaranteed is our wolves.
Makes
And then we
sense,
can
yeah.
also look for a crab fight, because now we're up a level, we have mid prio. Rengar's only level 8 here most likely. Be ready to fight a crab. We can kill Rengar now, we're really, really strong. And Rengar's bot, he's R-ing, so just counter bot lane as fast as we can here.
Oh,
Q stacks, yeah. Yeah, this is really good for us to play. Nice. Nice, beautiful.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay, we push this in, go straight to dragon. Really, really good. So an R angle there, that's good. You can never go wrong with R angle there. You secure everything. You get a 2-man fear, 3-man fear. You can't really go wrong with R there. Like, you can still be greedy. There, I would not have ever R'd because we already have the CC, but it's not bad R, if that makes sense. Like, you can still hold it there because they're kind of dead.
Getting all three, I thought maybe it was, but fair.
But like the angle there was good. I think what's better is holding your R and then making the play without R and learning that way because like there you just don't need R because you already do so much damage, right? So here, we could look for an invade on Raptors here. We just killed mid lane so we can play. These might be up. You can even look for his red buff.
Another thing I've been doing a lot.
Just be careful here though. If you see Rengar, you might have a dip because not me, but it should be good.
I don't think they know. I don't think I'm on vision.
You're clearly off vision here because Nami's not moving and Malphite's not here anyways, so you're not too scared of Rengar jumping at you because you're level 10 here. Go straight to our Raptors, straight to our Raptors here.
Procs too much, yeah.
Yeah, really good. So that means Rengar most likely open top side here, right? And he could also be on our top side. Maybe we were on vision and he just traded, so yeah, keep sequencing here, it's good.
Just checking. But...
Okay, this game, the only real threat is Malphite R and Mordekaiser R. We're just thinking about that, right? And not Mordekaiser R, just Mordekaiser in general. He kind of counters our champ, so we're just thinking about that. I think we can just get Q-stacks and play this, maybe? I look at camera one more time. Yeah, it's playable. We have R.
Do you want this?
Yeah, no, just show, it's fine. You have big bouncy, I think don't want to lose it. Maybe if Silas comes, you can play it slowly here. Looks like Nami and Vayne are basing. Like 2 seconds till they base. Just wait 2 seconds and you're good. Okay, Vayne's still here. Okay, play with Silas and we're good. Be careful, they'll play slow. Nice. Okay, perfect. Alright, Silas, 7, 1.
I'll save him.
You might have W. Okay. And then we can place tower. We don't know where Rengar is. Could be bad. Just greed for it. He's top. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good.
And then we can sneak his Krugs too while nobody's looking. If these are up, it's really good. I'll go around the left here just because we show on vision. But it's fine. Might be up. Okay, base.
Oh, they're about to come up. Yeah.
Yeah, grab him. We saw Rengar, he's on his Gromp, or he's ganking mid lane with R, so this is free. And you can grab another bot wave too. Force Silas to go mid lane. This is kind of a free wave, right? Because Silas, you want Silas to be fighting. He has no TP. He has Ignite, so we grab this, we make Silas go topside. This is perfect, right? This is kind of one of those free waves I was talking about earlier.
Right, that's a good example of it, yeah.
Yeah, because
no one else.
You don't actually want Silas here, because if Silas goes bot, then you can't play Rift, right?
Right.
Yeah, here we buy full cleaver, we go Death Stance for sure. Actually, they're 2 AP, but it's fine. Death Stance still good here. You can finish tier 3 boots, yeah, and buy plot armors. Because ideally, like, we don't need armor too much right now because we don't really want to be fighting Mordekaiser. He's like the one person we want to avoid because
Malphite's pretty weak.
Yeah, Malphite's like, you can buffer his R with yours, but main focus is killing Rengar and then playing from there. And then here, because we're so ahead, we can force Rift, make them play into us, and just play with your Silas. He's being very proactive, so... They're TPing in. Does Jax have TP? It's important. He does.
He does.
He ultis you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. But still, you guys win hard. Just slow. You have to play slow. I'll just Q you in. Nice. It's the Penta angle right here. One more. Chase it, bro. Go for it.
It actually is. Wait, hang on.
Dodge the bubble. Okay, nice try. Go Rift.
She's gone.
Okay, nice.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's the thing about Mordekaiser. His R is 7 seconds, so just always be mindful. I'm counting down for you.
I didn't know it was 7. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, honestly, for the longest time I thought it was 8, but then I read it and it was 7. So 7 seconds and play around that, and it's really useful because you know exactly what's gonna end. You know exactly where to position yourself, right?
I just go straight to this.
No, base. You have good gold. Like with the way like season 15 changes are, you can always take bases here. Like because it's the thing about it. You're going from Rift to Wolves, or you're going from base to Wolves or Dragon, which you're spending 5 seconds extra if you base, but you're spending your gold, which is a lot more like efficient, right? Here we probably just go back to our camps, but we're gonna be mindful of Silas here. We don't need to force too hard. We can kind of like chill for a bit.
He wants.
Yeah, we can play with Silas. Play with him. Yeah, it's fine. Be careful. It's a hard fight actually.
one? Yeah. Okay, there we go.
You guys can go
Okay.
tier 3 mid, go inhib. This game should be easy to end. Yeah, I think you're gonna rift tier 2 bot tower here. Can you drift it? You can
Oh, okay.
drift it.
Okay, yeah.
Be hard.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, I'll tell you how to do it after as well.
That's definitely something I need to learn as well.
Yeah, I'll make a note of it. Yeah, now the play's over. We don't
Yeah.
need to greed for anything extra. We want our teammates to use like the resources they have. They want to take base, and then we want to play maybe Atacon. We'll see. We have item here as well, but it looks like Mordekaiser is really griefing, so we just go punish him. And Mordekaiser is like still, he's not like, he can still 1v1 us if we walk into the spells, so. But he has no R, so it's free.
What is the next step?
Appreciate the 4 months, J. Hogan.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you guys can just play this right away. I mean, Jinx wants to base, but you still want to play it right away, because you guys just win every fight. You can 3v4 easy.
She's flashless. We could just. Where's she gonna go? Like. I mean, we're kind of over chasing, but she is a pre-kill.
Yeah, it would be really free if we dodge level 2, but we got hit by it because we're noobs.
Yep.
It's all good. We could play Atacon, and then we play top tier 2. This game is really over. The only way you lose is if you run in 1v5 and die 3 times in a row. And Rengar shows bot, so you can even invade his blue side here. His blue buff should be up. And just take all of his camps. Just deny as many resources as you can. Just make a 6 level lead right now. Yeah, you can let your teammates take roses.
Yeah.
Because Hecarim is actually pretty bad at taking roses. Your main goal right now is just close out the game cleanly, which means any 5-5 you guys take, you'll win. So, I mean, this is good. Be careful Mordekaiser are.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose the bounty there. I'm just gonna live.
Yeah, you're gonna have to respect the timer now and just take a base after Raptors, probably. This is kind of like a sticky situation because now you have nothing and your teammates are all trying to play. So ping them off mid, like ping them 6 times. Yeah. Let them know that you're basing. Like they're trying to play. You don't want to play Jax the flank. You gotta run back. Buy HP and just go. Yeah, go buy HP and run back. Starrick's actually pretty good here. Okay, nice. You get easily clean up here. Just careful. Watch. You're good. Rengar R's in.
I'm dead. Oh, this is so bad.
Alright, so we see how if you have our ghosts, you kill them all. But because we don't, that's the importance of it, right?
Yeah.
And just playing on like a proper timer.
I did it to not give the Mordekaiser the
and you see how like you see how you base, right? You base and you let your teammate like I'm telling your teammate like your teammates are gonna int, and they int right after. So that's like we'll talk about it later. But this game we still have like an 8k gold lead. We're chilling.
Yeah.
It's just like it's gonna stall out the game a bit, and your teammates might melt boom too. But
I didn't need to die there, but.
If you have Iron Ghost, you kill them all. But that's a good lesson to show you the importance of having Iron Ghost, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Q stacks. Nice, should be 3.
I don't know. I got confused. Okay. All right, bro. Okay, bro.
Jinx is gonna end the game here, so we just make sure Mordekaiser dies and Jinx ends. Okay, nice.
Oh well, it worked. Great split push. Yeah, okay.
It's actually an interesting game. So
yeah.
This game, this is how your game should look, and that's what they've been looking like actually, which is good. Honestly, pretty good game. Your mechanics were actually really good this game. You had pretty good movement for the most part. The only thing is, what I kind of want you to do during fights is be anticipating. How can I word this? Just anticipate. Like say for example, you're gonna gank Mordekaiser. Be ready for what he has, right? So be ready for his Q. Be ready for his E. Get ready to dodge it, right? So in some of these plays that we had, we were kind of not anticipating the Rengar R. We weren't anticipating some of the abilities they had, right? When they might have had it. So what I kind of want you to do is every single play in the game, and usually early game, mid game, this applies better. Just think about it. You're ganking top lane. Okay, can Rengar be here? Most likely not. All I have to worry about when I'm ganking Mordekaiser is dodging his Q, dodging his E. And I remember the once play we had a really good. We're dodging Qs really nicely on Mordekaiser top side, then Rengar shows, and there it's kind of hard. Like you have to make a really high level decision and be like, okay, the only way I kill Mordekaiser and I get out here is by R'ing Rengar and Mordekaiser at the same time. I'll put up for you on VOD. I'm gonna stream for you on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, do you have any questions about the game specifically?
Not really so much questions. I think what would have been better for me though is tracking Rengar better. If I would just
so we'll talk about
track
that as well.
Rengar more there, that would be like knowing when I can go for invades.
Be
really good.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that game. So that game tracking was pretty easy because we know he was on vision when we started. Like he started red buff on full vision, so that automatically tells you he's gonna be pathing up, right? If he's pathing up and he's starting red buff, he's gonna like keep doing that full clear the same way you're gonna keep doing your full clear. If that makes sense, because that's just how jungle works on any single champ. So we'll go from the beginning. So just the early game, we had the invade. This is always good to go for. Honestly, I think you can't really go wrong with level 1 invade, especially when you have like pretty solid comp. You guys have Jax. I mean, Jax is not there, but you guys have Silas, which is a good setup. You can look for invade, and this is going to be good for a couple of reasons, right? This is going to be good because, one, you might be able to get a free pick. This case, you get Rengar Flash, which is really big because now his invade, he's not going to invade you with no flash because you can kill him. Well, not necessarily kill him, but it's right. If Rengar has no flash, he's unlikely to invade you, right?
Have advantage, right?
Yeah, you have some kind of advantage, which is good. But let's just say, for example, we're 5-stacking this bot lane. This is good for a couple of reasons because if you guys get nothing, you can get some kind of vision. You can drop a ward for free, right? It's guaranteed something, and ideally, it's not your ward because then you get to save your ward for a defensive ward or something, right? So 5-man invading is always something I like to do. And if you're not 5-man invading, what I like to do in solo queue, what I find is really, really OP that people don't do enough, I just tell my team to stack bush. For example, this game, I probably maybe wouldn't have invaded. What I would tell my team is let's stack top bush and let's see what would have happened this game if we stack top. I would 5-man this bush right here, and then boom, they just do some man invade because this happens 50% of the time.
3 kills, yeah.
This does like imagine this is just a free like 3 flashes and 3 kills. So if you're not invading, you can look for a stack. Just try and do something early game because again in Emerald, Diamond Master, there's gonna be a lot of these invades where they're just like completely flipped. Like what is Mordekaiser even doing? You know what I mean? This happens all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's level 1. If you guys have a good invade comp, look for an invade. I actually recommend it a lot just because you always get some kind of advantage. And if it's not anything, it's a ward like this. This is also some kind of advantage at least, you know. But here, I think we don't have to ghost. You just have to like run away and play slowly. This is like not the best position for you because Hecarim's pretty useless in this spot, right? Unless you're like somehow in the middle of all 5 of them queuing. It's kind of a useless position for us. So we're just playing slow, letting our teammates set up. Like this Jax, this is good. And then here you get like some kind of like 4-man, 3-man queue. And you get some kind of damage at least off, you know? And then we actually profit pretty good. One thing I'd probably do in this situation, because you are pretty useless, right? You're playing Hecarim, just make sure you're not taking too much damage. Like the thing a lot of people do wrong in a situation like this is they don't use their health bar. And what I mean by this is if this is some other Hecarim, they're just gonna be full HP here chilling. You can use your health bar a little bit, you know? You can bait some auto attacks on you, absorb some pressure, because you're not really useful. So here we took like a big chunk, which is like fine. Because like you're gonna heal from camps anyways, but we wasted ghost, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like don't be afraid to use your health bar, especially when your team is so like positioned aggressively, right? Don't be afraid of using your health bar. It's always good. Being this low, it's fine. You can still take rappers like this. We did it this game, right? Use your health bar, and then it's gonna help absorb some of the damage, so your teammates can play the game a bit better, right? So kind of think about it like, okay, you're not a DPS champ, you're not ADC, you're not ranged, you can't auto attack. Use your health bar instead, you know, and let your teammates play. Also one more thing, just really quickly about the level 1 here is we know Rengar no flash, and like we know that information, our teammates might not know it. So what's important is just spam ping Rengar and like with the target ping, let your teammates know you want to focus Rengar because he's dead for sure, right? Yeah. So this way you can again secure some kind of advantage, and just like that, we got an assist, we got our teammate, we got Jax a kill, which is really nice, and then we get to start Raptors and Rengar's delayed. So we have a nice advantage from level 1 just because like this happens all the time in solo queue, and we did a nice job of capitalizing. That's the level 1 there. And you were talking about your main concern in this game was just tracking Rengar. So here we see Rengar on full vision, he starts red buff, right? So what this means is Rengar is gonna full clear bot to top, just like how you're full clearing top down, right? So
just need to remember,
So for example, he's clearing top to bot, right? If he's on his top side camps, we're on our bot side camps, right? That's kind of how it works. So every point in this game, not every point, but usually, if we're on our bot side camps, Rengar is most likely on his top side camps if he's just matching our full clear and he's not making play. Now, however, if Rengar shows top for like some like 30 seconds extra, right, and his full clear is down, and he's late to his bot side camps, then you have an idea, okay, if Rengar is matching my full clear, if I'm on Krugs, he should be on his Krugs. Well, not necessarily Krugs, but if I'm on my top side, he should be on his bot side, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, but because he wasted 30 seconds, what that means is, okay, I'm probably up like 20 seconds, 30 seconds in my clear. So if I'm on my bot side here, then he's probably on his Raptor. That makes sense. So here, if you're on Wolves, he should be on his Wolves.
Yeah.
But because he's behind, like how he showed top side for a bit, he's actually not going to be his Wolves. He's going to be in his Raptor. He's going to be one camp down usually. And you don't have to be perfectly accurate with this. You just want to be like mindful of it. You just want to be like kind of thinking about it in the back of your mind. Be like, okay, Rengar is probably on his raptors right now when I'm on my second wolves, right? And this means he's one camp down, which means he's actually like late to dragon spawn or late to grubs. You know what I mean? You can use that in some kind of way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like just overall tracking. Again, if you
sense.
know where enemy jungle starts, and you'll always be able to know, because for example, let me give you one more. I know I'm not looking at the VOD, but I want to give you another example. Let's say we don't know where he started at all. We have no vision in the jungle, and he shows a block crab at 3 minutes 40, right? And we have like a ward here or something. Or like we go and check and he's there, right? What this means is he definitely full clear top down, right? Because he's at block crab 340, if that makes sense, right? And then you know for sure, let's say we clear top down as well. When we're on our Krugs and he bases, he's gonna for sure go to his Grom. And you know for sure he's gonna full clear down, just like you. And then that's
what spawns first, so that's what he'll.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he's gonna open bot lane when his Gromp is spawning, right? That makes no sense. Just like how we're playing proper tempo, and junglers and emerald will play the same, except they're gonna make more mistakes. For example, Rengar showed 10 seconds. He was showing on map here for like 15 seconds too long topside.
Yeah.
And that means he was already down 10 seconds. Now he's down 25 seconds, and then we use it to our advantage by just being ahead in farm.
To remember to practice. It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So it's not too complicated, but it's one of those things in League where there's just so many factors in League and so many things to think about where it gets
just forget.
Yeah, you forget and you're just not being mindful, but that's how I can break it down very simply. Just know where try to know where enemy jungle starts early, and then use your position to track their position, right? And that's kind of the easiest way to do it.
Relative to where I am.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so here we had the bot gank. This is all good. Bot wave is in a really good position for us to gank. Here, ideally, you would take crab, but in a situation like this wave is really far pushed up, so this is nice. Rao is clearly looking to play, which is super good too. And if we were really,
because of where they were standing, even if I'm on vision, just
it doesn't even matter. If this is ward, it doesn't matter because Rel can just go in. That makes sense.
Oh, okay, this is why I thought to gank instead of doing crab first, just because of.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good. This is perfect play. Because if you go for crab, then you're on vision. You allow them time to react. Even if you're on vision here,
I don't know if I'm on vision or not.
Yeah, we don't know either. But what I'm trying to get at is if you're on vision here, because they're emerald, they're not gonna actually like react that quickly. They're not gonna respect you at all. And you'll see this even up until like master sometimes, even GM. Like people don't respect the timer because they're like, okay, Hecarim shows here, but they don't know you have Ghost and E, and then you can just go gank in 5 seconds, right? So even if you're on vision here, or I mean, it's unlikely. Tribush could be warded, we don't know for sure. And if we were really like on top of our game, we would know that Vayne has no sums from the level 1, but we just didn't catch it, right?
Again, just need to track things, yeah.
But here we got this gank done for free. Even if Vayne flashes, she's gonna die here, so it's fine to go for that. And yeah, we don't grief for 2 kills, is good. The only thing that's mistake here is we don't take the kill. Jinx doesn't get the kill either. What I would probably do here, I mean, you don't have to save your Q.
Did she die to it? No.
Yeah, she died to Relic Knight.
Oh yeah, she did.
Oh wait, yeah, Relic Knight was up. Yeah. But here you want to use like kind of save your spells, you save your auto attack for the kill.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But here it's kind of awkward. It's unlikely you'll get it anyways. But that's kind of the idea. Like here it's kind of awkward, but maybe you could auto attack it maybe. But yeah, the idea here is make sure you get the kill or Jinx gets the kill because the kill is just so much more valuable on you guys, right? And here you go for this tax. Honestly, it's not the best for a couple of reasons.
I thought Jinx got the kill, which is why.
It's like it's not like the worst thing ever. You technically you're just helping your shove. But the reason why it's not as good as you think it is because the way minions work.
Wasting time.
No, it's not. You wasted that. Yes, you wasted like 3 seconds. But the main thing is the minions are really low value for you because yes, you get the gold. All you get is the gold. The minions, they hardly give you any XP early game, right? Just because you're a jungler. They changed it in season 14 or 13 where minions in lane, they hardly give you any XP. You only get full XP in lane until up until 20 minutes. 20 minutes is when you get full XP in lane for future reference, which is kind of crazy. It never used to be like that, but.
So I just want to take my camps, yeah.
So your main goal early game is get XP. XP is the resource that's going to scale a lot better early game. It's just far more valuable. You would always take more XP over more gold early game because XP is really, really valuable early game, right? So those 4 minions, again, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's a mistake. The only thing this does is like maybe tilt your ADC a bit, which could be annoying. Like maybe you could take 2 of them. I think you can get away with like 2 of them, not 4 or 5, just because like your Emerald ADC is going to like be like, bro, like I didn't get the kill and I didn't get like she's probably already tilted. I'm not even trolling, she's tilted right now. So you can take 1 or 2. You're right. I don't think that's a mistake taking 1 or 2. I would definitely do that as well because again, you're just helping her shove.
Just auto to help her shove.
But that wave is not as valuable as you think because you really get no XP off of it. You only get the gold, which isn't bad, of course. Don't get it wrong.
Okay.
But that's not your main goal. You help her shove just a little bit. Like if the wave was full HP, you could throw a Q and then like your AC would appreciate it a lot. But it's also like as you climb, more, like you'll realize that like you're just helping out your teammates more, and you don't really need the extra gold to be like useful. You know what I mean? So that's the idea there. We just want to be at our camps on spawn because we want to push good tempo, and we're just making sure we get the kill. We just get the kill and we're chilling. We got dragon, we play for bot, we're happy, and we see Malphite really overextend, so we go for this. This is good. Boom, he flashes. Okay, boom,
yeah,
we ghost. So here,
So I was unsure if I needed to ult. I just used it to make sure I secured the kill, but
so here we're in an interesting predicament, right? So Malphite used R, he used all of his, he used Flash, he used R. There's no mana for Q. So what this means is like he can't go like you're always gonna catch up to this guy unless he's tier 2 boots. He doesn't. So like you can easily just walk up and you can most likely just chase it. You, like you have 8 seconds, 7 seconds left in your ghost. You can just walk up and Q him. If that makes sense.
yeah, I guess I think it's the same as before. I'm wanting to make the play too quickly.
Yeah, I think if you play just a
And I
little bit
don't
slower,
need to.
honestly, I think it'd be pretty close. But what's better here than just instantly forcing this play is you at least want to try making this play without using your R and using it as like a last second resort. So I don't remember, I don't know if you remember, but last time I think we talked about it a bit. Where using like you're making the play and then using your R after.
Yeah.
Not necessarily after, but at the end of it, just to make sure it happens. You want to make this play happen without using your R.
Save the ult.
And try. I think it might have been really close. I think Malphite is actually like fast as hell, and maybe he gets away, and maybe you have to ult him. Just maybe. I think it'd be 50-50. It's hard to judge, but yeah, here we see running on top side. And we can't really play this. If we had R, we can definitely play this, because then we can get Silas to come, right? But then we see Mordekaiser, he moves pretty quickly. And then here, the play is not, you can't go for this, because we don't have R, we don't have Ghost. If you had Ghost or R, maybe you could go for this play, but Mordekaiser's coming. The best play here we do is back off.
Wouldn't Mods just ult me? Even if I still, like, let's say I still had Ghost and ulti, like best case scenario, wouldn't Mordekaiser just walk down and ult me anyways?
Yeah, he would ult you, but then you have a lot of output potential, and then your Jax can come, and then your Silas can come. Even still, it is 3v2, but it's not the best play to go for still, just because again, you want to avoid Mordekaiser because his champ counters yours. He Rs you, and then he just like he touches you. Like you can't really do too much about it unless you dodge his Qs perfectly. But it's kind of hard sometimes. The Mordekaiser is good, right? So yeah, the idea here is if we have R, there's some leeway to play, but like Silas wants to base, like we make the right call here, we back off. This is really good. At least we got Dragon, we killed Mordekaiser, or we killed Malphite. We have some kind of advantage over Rengar, right? Yeah, he gets crab, but we get a kill. And that's kind of the way you want to view it here, and that's a small win for you, right?
More worth, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's profit. Okay, so I want to talk about this. So in a situation like this, we saw Jackson OTP, and we see Mordekaiser has a haunting, guys. So he's level 9. He's pretty strong. We're up 1,000 gold of items on him. But just because we're up 1,000 gold doesn't necessarily mean we win this 1v1. The only way we win this 1v1 is if we play it exactly like how we did. You dodge both of his Qs, and then you're chilling, right? He has no R. I think we enter this fight with 3 Q stacks. We do. You play this great. We dodge 1 Q. We move forward. I think using E here, I think it's fine to use. I don't think I would have E here, but I think it's fine because use it to dodge Q, which is really worth it, right?
I think that was the idea behind it, at least.
And here,
just to try and,
what's important is you have to acknowledge that Mordekaiser has no W here, so usually Mordekaiser would be pretty scary because he has a shield, right? But we know he just used it here, right?
What's the cooldown like?
It's really long. It's really long. I don't know for sure, but yeah, 15 is around that. I say 12 to 13 to 15. Like right now, it's probably 14 or 15. Here we can check actually. His W's on 12-second cooldown, so it's not that long. But in one fight, it doesn't come back up that quickly, right?
So I need to, again, just...
So here, if you just R on my cursor right now...
This is perfect,
yeah, it would be perfect. Then Rengar, he gets feared for a second, and you'll be able to just gap close away here, and you just run away. And you'll be fine. I think...
Yeah, I see it now, yeah.
He could flash and chase you, but then you gotta slash, and then it's fine. It's 1-for-1. It's actually like not that bad.
Just 2 for it then.
Yeah, exactly. And there's just a lot more output potential.
Win-win.
What I really do like about this play, though, is that we're at least trying to fight it instead of like letting Mordekaiser do his thing. And this is good because now you know exactly if you're in the situation again where you're up 1,000, you have Eclipse. Again, if you don't have Eclipse, you never win this, by the way. I'm just gonna let you know, you need Eclipse to fight this, but we have it, so we can fight. What's good is you're at least going for this play, and it's what you should be doing to learn the limits and to learn like these hard matchups, learn Mordekaiser. Because Rengar, Vayne, and Mordekaiser are really hard matchups for Rengar. So the fact that we perform this good and we're fighting these champs, not being afraid of it, is really good. Because now you kind of like know how to counterplay Mordekaiser, right? And then this is all this is all really good for your learning, which is what I like to see. Go limit test it when you have items, just go fight it. It's really good. Okay, so here another play I want to talk about this one. All of our plays are pretty good this game. We see Rengar get Q stacks right away. And we get Q stacks right away. Ral had a really good engage. I think here we go for like you see how much damage you already did before R.
Yeah, no, in the moment it feels like the right play.
No,
and now
okay,
as soon as I'm looking at it, I know it's not.
Yeah, so the way I put it is R-ing there to answer is a good play, but the best play here would be playing it a lot slower, getting all your DPS off. Like right here, you have Jinx R. I mean,
I have Q stacks.
like here, you for sure kill them all, but R-ing kills them all quicker. But what's better here? Burning Rengar flash, killing them all slowly, and preserving your R, or Rengar keeps his flash, and then we use R and it's on cooldown for 2 minutes. So here, if you can, like what I kind of want you to do in a situation like this where you're ahead, is save your R, because like Ral had a really insane engage. You can already get all of your DPS off. Like even though like it was fine to do it like this, what's better is saving your R and killing all of them, and then getting Rengar to flash away, because he's like the way. Also, it's kind of let me explain this. It was kind of important. If you don't R here, Rengar is going to be like, okay, Hecarim has no R, so if I flash away, I'm safe. And then you R to chase him, and he's dead, and he has no flash. And what's more valuable is like if Rengar has no flash, like you're always fine with trading your R for flash, right? It's always worth it. So that's kind of the thought process there, because Rengar is going to be like, no way Hecarim just did that play without R. Surely he used R somewhere, right? Or he didn't have it.
Right.
And he's gonna flash away and thinking he can get out, and he just use R to chase him, and then he's so tilted he's gonna go AFK, and then he flashes too. You know what I mean?
Got it. Yeah.
So that's also the idea there. But yeah, so even though this looks really tempting, I think if we're behind here, you for sure go for the R. If we're like a little bit behind and you need to make a play, you go for it. You're kind of desperate. But because we're in a position where we're level 9, we have max points in Q. Like our Q is doing like a crazy amount of damage. It's doing 270 plus 24%.
And I've got 3 stacks on it.
Yeah, it's doing like a lot of damage. Like you literally one shot. Like your one Q just damages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 Qs, one more Q,
I totally see it.
and then they're basically all dead, right?
Yeah, I totally see it now. For sure.
But yeah, I think in a situation where you're really ahead, try to preserve your arm more, because again, you don't need like the damage or gap close, because you just have to run at them, and you're also full HP. I think if you're lower HP, you go for the R angle here, just to secure it. If you're like 40% HP, just to secure it, right? But you're full HP, so you're chilling. But that's kind of the idea there. And then why this is important is, of course, you can pay Rengar flash, but you also save your R, for example, if they want to instantly, they won't be able to fight Dragon here ever. But for this invade after, right? We go for the invade. I think we go for the Rapture invade here. Now imagine Rengar opens bot lane, and he fights you here. Boom, you kill him right away. You instantly kill him with your R. Here you can still fight him, right? Because you're up a level and you have 3 Q stacks. You're really strong. But if you have R and Nami comes, like what I'm trying to get at is Rengar comes, you can kill him. Nami comes, you can kill her too. You can only 2 hit. You know what I'm saying? You're so strong with R here. But because we have no R, if we see them, we're kind of forced to be like, okay, you know what? Like maybe I don't fight this. Maybe I depth. I think it's overall pretty good that we go for this play, because Nami didn't move instantly. That means you're not on vision, right? And if you saw Rengar, it's fine, because Malphite's not there anyways, right? So it's fine to go for this play. You can get out with phase rush. If you see Rengar, like you already profit as Raptors, and you're just extending your lead, which is good. And in here we go. We didn't see Rengar. Yeah, good practice, and just push your lead. This is what I like to see. You're ahead. Push your lead a bit. You don't have a bounty either. You have a 100 bounty, but it doesn't matter. And we go straight to our Raptors. And the reason we do this is because we don't know where Rengar is. He could have went to mostly invade our top side. We know for sure. And we just go protect this. And this is really good.
Checking it too.
Yeah, especially because Malphite TP top. They have top tower. Go check it out, because you can be there in time. And you can fight Rengar if he's on your camps, right?
Yeah, for sure. Stronger than him.
So yeah, next sequence here. I want to talk about this. Yeah, so this is good. We were thinking about playing it earlier, but we couldn't because they get sour too quickly. Like this is fine. You don't want to go for this. Like this is like a low chance of you actually making a play here. If you have Ghost, there's maybe some output potential if you play perfectly. I think you could go for this if you have Ghost. Limit test it a bit. If you want to like see that, okay, can I 1v3 this with Q-Stacks? Go try. Because I think if you play perfectly, you should be able to kill Nami Vayne, because they have nothing. You should be able to get it done. It's just pretty hard to execute. But I feel like if I was in this game, I would definitely go for it. And so I'd recommend limit testing it if you have Ghost.
2 levels up on Vayne.
Yeah, we're really strong versus Vayne Nami here, and they have no R's. Mordekaiser has R and he's gonna RU, which could be really annoying. And that's the reason why I don't go for this play, because you don't have Ghost to outplay his Qs, right? So yeah, just wait for Silas. Silas positions bot lane, his Malphite R, this is really good. And then here, the reason I tell you to wait a second is because we know for sure Vayne and Nami are basing, but they weren't on vision. They didn't show here, which means they have to be here, right? Couldn't be anywhere else. So we just wait a second, because now their base is gonna be up. I was like kind of like counting it down a bit. Wait 2 seconds and they still show, which means they stay, which is fine. We go for this play. I like that we run past Mordekaiser here. Like when you're doing this though, you have to make sure you're dodging his E, be ready for it. And then if
Yeah, I don't
he
even
uses EQ,
think I had my camera.
yeah, you had
I
your
was
camera
just
down.
I was just looking at Vayne Nami here. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, and
to
if Mordekaiser was a little bit closer, what could have ended up happening? He just instantly Rs you, or he flash Rs you, right? And that could be a little bit annoying. I still think the play would have worked out fine because Silas kills Vayne instantly, but it's just something to be ready for, right? And we end up going for this. This is also a fine R because we don't know what Vayne have. We don't know what Vayne and Nami has, and then we still have to deal with Mordekaiser later, right? So R'ing here just to secure this, I think it's fine because Vayne is actually really slippery champ. We don't know exactly what she has either. It's not like our teammates were pinging her flash and barrier, and we were fighting, so we didn't know what she had, right? So it's completely fine to R here. This is one of those situations where it's just better to get it done quickly and preserve your HP. So like there was this play and the play right before where we used R. Like they're different, but they're similar in a lot of ways, right? So for example, they're similar in a way of we had setup for the play already, right? But in this situation, it's fine to enter with R because it just makes playing against Mordekaiser that much easier, right? Because we're both low HP.
Me and Silas versus
yeah, because you guys can easily 2v1 this, but if you don't R here, then like Vayne could maybe R away, she could flash away. She's very slippery. That Vayne champ is so annoying. If it's for example like a Felios, oh yeah, you can maybe get away with holding R because of Felios, you know what I'm saying? But it's a Vayne who's so slippery, you just want to lock her down because she's already so hard to lock down. That makes sense.
Make sure it's
so that's something you want to think about. But I think in general, no matter what ADC is, I think here it's fine to R because you want to get the play, like you want to just kill Mordekaiser. This guy's a menace, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, here 7 seconds on Mordekaiser, we counted it down. Always do this in your future games. I used to hate playing against Mordekaiser, but you count down 7 seconds and you play off that timer. You just have to survive for that long as R. So one thing I don't like that we do though is we use our E here.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought like my E was somehow adding to like a burst of damage. It's like 60 damage. It's
yeah, exactly. At least you know. I think back in the day, Hecarim E used to be strong, but
I realized.
Here again, your E. This is probably like the only really bad usage of E we had all game, which is good at least. Like I remember last time there was at least 2 or 3 where I commented on. This game we only had 1 pretty poor usage of it, just because here you're using it to gap close, right? For example, like to get your DPS off, you need to auto Q, right? If you're just auto tagging him, you're gonna be standing still for like some time. So using your E is good for when you get 2 autos off and he runs away. You can use your E to gap close, right? And here there's, I don't know, maybe if Mordekaiser are flash, then you're in a kind of a weird position because you don't have E. You know what I mean? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, again, just good practice.
Yeah, it's just good practice because we don't know for sure if Mordekaiser is flash or not, so always assume they have it. I think we stayed for Krugs, stayed for wave. Yeah, I'm gonna just highlight this wave really quickly. It's kind of the exact situation I gave as well, where remember I said our top lane they went for one, and then the entire lane's open, right? So this is a perfect in-game example of what it actually looks like, right?
Yeah.
Because let's think about our next play here. Rift is just spawning right now. There's nothing else in the map. You're not going to play bot tier 2 most likely because Silas is not that good on side lane, right? He's not good at split pushing. So it's just a lot easier. Like your teammates are going to kind of already gravitate towards the one objective that's up. But that's what I noticed as well in season 15. Your teammates, if there's no towers up, tier 1 towers, they're just going to all kind of hover towards Rift side automatically. So Silas is like most likely not going to go bot lane here anyways. He's probably going to hover towards this side and go top, right?
That's the objective.
Yeah, that's the objective, and I noticed at least in like high elo, I've noticed people they just gravitate more towards the objective that's up rather than like playing for dragon. You know what I mean? They just kind of like, especially a Silas with Ignite, this guy is gonna go like fist fight. He's not gonna want a side lane, you know?
Yeah.
But even if he does want a side lane, taking this wave forces Silas to go top, which is really good for the game.
So
yeah, it's really good for the game here if Silas goes top side, because then we can play Rift right away. If Silas goes bot lane here and we let this wave go back into tower, like first of all, is a lot of resources that he's gonna miss. Like if we take this wave right now, we're gonna get a lot more resources than Silas. We're forcing Silas. It's just so good. You see why it's so good here to take this wave?
Yeah.
Because we're already on a perfect timer we want to base anyways. We're just denying Rengar resources here. We're taking resources over here. Silas is already path towards top because he's like, okay, Hecarim wants this wave, sure. So this is really good. And then just like that, you get so much more resources. You get tower, 1 wave, 2 wave,
I ended up
Krugs,
backing on
and then you have
4.2
then you
gold,
back on
yeah.
4k gold just like that, and that's how you really
Gold.
accelerate a gold lead. And that's the importance of picking up these free waves, because
Got it.
like this is exactly what you want. This is exactly how you inflate your CS. And just like that, it's not like we're perma farming all game, bro. We're 11 KP at 16 minutes. We're making a lot of plays, but we're still 8.5 CS per minute or something, 8 CS per minute. You know what I mean? So that's how you really get those high CS numbers.
I just noticed I got the most CS in the game at this point, like only by like a wave. But what was it this game? 7.5.
7.5, but that's because like it fell off like later into the game, because
Higher.
like this is kind of an exception. Like it's kind of an exception because we were just focusing so much on ending the game quickly, which is fine. And I'll talk about that too. But yeah, beautiful OPGG. It's actually beautiful though.
It's looking, the match history's looking nice.
It's looking like mine in my prime.
It's looking good.
Anyways, I think we just want to. I think I just want a couple more things I want to talk about. So this team fight overall, I think this was fine. Let me just watch it again. So Mordekaiser ults us. We E-ins him right away. I don't think this was good E as well.
No, that was a waste. Yeah, I can instantly tell looking at it.
Yeah, you can instantly tell now that I pointed it out enough times.
Yeah,
you see what your E is actually supposed to do, and now you see like when you actually waste it. For example, here you already used it earlier. It's not like the worst thing ever, but you kind of you see like how it's pointless because now you have no, you don't have E to play with, and you have to ghost because you can't E out, right?
The way you've explained it too, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, so here we did a good job. Here you never really want to fist fight Mordekaiser, because he's always gonna beat you, right? So it's good that we don't we save our HP and we save our W and spells for the actual fight. Because Mordekaiser is like, you can get a chunk on him, sure, but it's not like you ever kill this guy. He's like, this guy's a menace, you know. You want to avoid him, which is really good that we played it like this, because now we're half HP with our spells up, and then we can actually play the game. I think our solo R and Rengar, it wasn't the worst thing ever, because you kill him right away, which is just you get Triumph, you get the Rengar kill right away, which is, it's not the worst thing ever. I think you probably could have held R here and look for a Vayne R. Like Q stacks on Mord. Ideally you try to play towards Jax.
Yeah,
but
those two.
Yeah, so this R wasn't ideal, but it still worked out fine. I think you should have held R a little bit, just get your Q stacks off.
Yeah.
I still think it was fine.
E again, I just noticed there I eat Malphite.
Exactly, so here, this would have been a free Penta by the way if you had E.
Yeah. I could have actually
you see here, so what's important is just keep acknowledging when you waste it, and you're gonna really rewire your brain quickly, because now you're actually like noticing it right away. You're gonna rewire your brain really quickly, and you'll be using your E a lot better. The best thing I can say in team fights like this, the value of your E, again, you're still using it to gap close, but like if you can get like 3 seconds on your E where you're actually moving full speed, that's always gonna be good. You know what I mean? But because like we E when we're like really close to him, it's not like the most efficient E.
Like what is the E damage? Just like,
yeah, I mean,
like really...
so your AD is 270, right?
Okay,
and your
so
your E damage is gonna be between 100 to 220 with
like,
270 AD.
Insta eat him at melee range. It's like 100 damage.
So it's doing about 30% of 30 something percent of what it should be doing as a regular auto, right?
Way worse than
if you're doing a full charge E though, it's actually gonna do a little bit more than 290, because it's gonna give you the AD, right? So it's not gonna actually be 240. You see, as you're getting wound speed, the damage goes up a bit. Now it's already 250. So as you get a full charge E, your E damage is actually gonna be a little bit more than 250. It's gonna be like 300. So usually a full charge E is like better than the auto, if that makes sense. Mid game, at least.
Yeah.
Now you're in a position like this. I kind of want to talk about this too. So our team is actually we're not that ahead. We're only up 3k gold, 3.5k gold, right? And we're the one with all the lead. Your main goal right now, when you're in a position like this, is to really force objectives and force fights, like force enemies into you. What I mean with this is, let's say for example, we're on red side and we just take Rift, right? If you go base and go straight to Dragon, the enemy team, they're not gonna like expect you to go every objective, and also you're just forcing them onto you, right? And this is good for you, because as Hecarim, what do you want? What's the one most important thing you want in a team fight?
What's the one thing that I want?
Like as Hecarim, what's the one thing you just want in general?
Just keep my Q stacks up.
Exactly, keep your Q stacks up, but it's the one thing that's most important. Q stacks. So if you're forcing a fight into you, what this means is you're already queuing Dragon, and then you're entering the fight with Q stacks, which is you see where I'm getting at. And because you're 3 Q stacks and your 3 items compared to their 2 items, you're always gonna end. It's always gonna be winning for you, right? And this goes for kind of like most junglers, but for Hecarim specifically, it's amplified because you actually want to enter the fight with Q stacks, which means you want to start the objective first and force them into you.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
this kind of goes for like most junglers as well. Just in general, if you're ahead, force enemies into you. But for Hecarim, it's like really, really important because that's how you just secure wins on every fight, right? Because your Q stacks actually matter that much. Here in this team fight, Silas had a good engage. We're about to follow up. And here you W before you enter the fight. And I write in the notes, this is
I
usually
don't know why.
bad,
And I
right?
don't know why I'm using things so
And I say this is usually bad, but like in a situation like this, it's not like it's okay because like you ideally use it like when you're entering the
What am
fight.
I doing with this W? I don't know what I'm doing with it. I actually don't know what I'm doing with it.
But
I'll be honest.
I write that because we have a lot of haste, like we're gonna have another
Yeah.
W up by the end of the fight. So this kind of gives you like more DPS.
Trying to take damage reduction before going in. Like I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like honestly, it's not bad because we have a lot of haste. Like we have where do we see our haste here? We have 85 haste, so we have 50% CDR. So it's actually like not that
Pretty
bad
low,
because
but
we'll have another W up.
Yeah.
You can get away with it. This is not like the biggest mistake ever. It's a bad habit to build, but it's not a big mistake in the situation. Yeah,
No, it's totally just a bad habit. I need to
yeah.
get rid of. Just need to get rid of it.
And here, I like this as well. You say Nami no flash. You go for the pick on Nami because it's illegal. You recognize it's illegal and you punish. This is good. Nami can never walk up like this. She has no flash. But then we just get hit by the bubble. When we're playing Hecarim phase rush, you never get hit by the bubble.
My E, I think I just wasted E again.
I think your E here was fine because you don't need gap close because you're like you use your E to run onto her. This is fine, like because she has no flash, you just get on top of her, right? And then you have phase rush to dodge this bubble, so we're chilling. The only thing is, remember what I said earlier? Anticipate what the enemy spells are, anticipate what you need to do, and to win the fight. In this situation, it's not about necessarily winning the fight. You're gonna win always, but it's more of just how fast you want to kill Nami ASAP, so you can use Mordekaiser Nami timer for Atacon, right? If this fight takes too long, like it did, it's gonna be awkward. Yeah, here it's good that we don't R though. Never R this. It's never worth it.
No.
But here, like instead, you could have been Atacon 10 seconds ago, but instead we're not using that timer. And one thing we'll say about E, to maybe help you out a little bit, like mid game and late game. Like let's say like when you're 2-3 items, when you have a lot of haste, again we have 85 haste, you want to be throwing out your E like pretty often. You want to be using it almost on cooldown because now it's 10-second cooldown compared to 22 early game, right? So and as you keep leveling, you see it goes down, like it's gonna go down to 8 seconds. So you can actually have your E up like 50% of the time because you can E, takes 4 seconds, wait 4 seconds, E again. You know what I mean? So late game using your E, you want to use it a lot more, like use it pretty often. But early game, mid game, that's when you have to really be mindful because it's a big difference. You know what I mean? But yeah, late game, mid game here, just throw around your E whenever you can, and it's not really gonna be a mistake unless you use it really poorly. But in a situation like this, just use it off cooldown, get it done quickly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, late game, don't worry too much about your E usage. It's more of like it's not when you use it, it's just how you use it, right? Late game, you don't want to use it so like point blank when you're next to Malphite, but it's still good to use and press so you get more mobility, so you can have good movement to dodge like a Mordekaiser Q. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea. Just mid game, like I'd say 10 minutes and before, you're really mindful of your E usage, and after that, you're still always mindful. You'll get a good feel for it. Really just clocking that in that okay, I'm 3 items, I can actually like E all the time, and you'll notice that too. Especially if you're going Children as well. It's a faster spike too.
Right. Okay.
I think there was just couple more things I want to look at again. Alright, this is the one throw that we had this game. So I want you to like look at overall like the situation of the game. So we're 11-1-7 with 1k bounty. But our teammates, as a team, we're only up 4k gold, which isn't a significant lead. You know what I mean? I say 10k gold is very significant. Like 5k onwards pretty significant too. But 4k gold, it's still anybody's game. Yeah, we're up 3 dragons and we have 3 grubs and Otacon, but like Rengar is still level 14. He's still like he's down like 3k gold, but it's not like he's useless, right? So the game is still anybody's. And what's really important, I think I mentioned it somewhere, but you just want to make sure you're ending the game really cleanly. And what this means is we have 2 inhibs open. There's no dragons up, so we just play slow. We play top tower to end the game cleanly. Triple inhib. You know what I mean? Play clean. And I said I think it was here. I said actually you play 5v5. You're just gonna win any 5v5, right?
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is we get Malphite ulti here.
I knew I was on vision too because I walked over a trinket, blue trinket.
This isn't the worst thing ever. All you do is you don't have to go here. Just R out instantly because your R is makes you unstoppable. You just R out instantly, and let's look at your R cooldown. It's 60 seconds, which is nothing, right? Like your ghost cooldown, however, is 3.5 minutes, right? Yeah, it's 3.5 minutes compared to 60 seconds. So
yeah, just panic.
Yeah, that's one more thing about like I always say like you save your E, save your R early game, mid game, but late game and when you have a lot of items, this changes a little bit. You can use your R really like liberally. You can use it like whenever you want because it's on a 60-second cooldown and it's only gonna get lower to 53 at level 16, which is really insane because you're gonna have it every fight, right? So here you don't ghost, save your ghost. You're just making sure you are away. And that's good to think about too because your ghost is always going to stay the same cooldown but your R goes down in cooldown as the game progresses. So in a situation like this, always R first and ghost later. That makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's definitely worth taking that into consideration.
Because now in this next fight, this is also a really big point that I made here during the game. I said, okay, we have Death Dance Gold here. We're just playing for our 3 item spike. We base and I say let's ping our teammates off 6 times. Let's just spam ping them off.
Yeah,
let them know. Even like if you had chat on, you would type it here. Let your teammates know. Wait me item or something. You know what I'm saying?
Even if they take mid tower, it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Just spam ping it. Your teammates again, bro. Your silence. These guys, Jack's looking for flank. You're basing. Your teammates don't even know you're off the map. They don't even know, right? So make sure you pinged once here when you should be pinging 7 times. If you're honor 5, you can literally ping 7 times. Let them know. And they'll be like confused for a second, but they might get the memo. But even if they like get it or don't get it, overall this is R bad because we should be on map, but we should have R and ghost. Because as you said, you were on full vision, so we kind of like, anticipate Mafia. Honestly, it was a great play by them, and it would be fine as well if you just R away, because you can play this easily with ghost, but we don't have ghost or R. And here we spend like a little bit too long in base 2. That's one more little thing. I know I said a lot in the session, but one more little thing, just to be more efficient. Before you get in base, think about your items. Think about what you're gonna buy. Do it quickly and get out. Because here, it should take you like 2 seconds to buy items. Let's see how long it takes you. It's not like a big problem, but it's a bad habit we have to. You should already be clicking on a base right now at 17, 19, 20. So we spend like 5 seconds extra, and that 5 seconds could be like pretty detrimental, right?
Oh yeah, it's because I want I think I like bought pickaxe and then undid to buy double ruby crystal because I needed health, not AD. So yeah, it took too long in the shop. It took too long.
Yeah, just be ready for what you want to buy, and just automatically buy it. So here,
why am I going in?
Here our teammates fight, as we predicted. They fight randomly. We kill Vayne and we kill. I think that's it. We just kill Vayne. So there's 4 people up. There's only 4, just you and Rel. We E Mordekaiser away, which honestly is fine. Like the sequence is fine, but we just like step up too far. You E Mordekaiser away from Jax, save Jax. But now because we have no safety net, we don't have Ghost, we don't have R, then this play is always going to be bad. If you had Ghost and R, we could probably like kill them all here. You just like, there was just so much more output potential. But because we don't have Ghost and R, you really have to respect that timer, because it's the one timer you can't really fight on. No Q stacks, no Ghost, no R, right? If you have R up, you can maybe look for an angle, and if you have Q stacks, you can look for angle 2 on Nami, and just Rengar. You one-shot Rengar and Nami, but we don't have any of that because we used it earlier. This is just our mistake because we didn't like respect that we don't have Ghost and R, right? It's really big here. You can easily E Mordekaiser, save Jax, and R away, if that makes sense. But we just don't have it, so we have to just respect it, right? And that's the biggest mistake here. But what I really want to highlight though, you saw how I said our teammate's gonna int, and they int right away. The reason I know this is because you're playing an Emerald, even in Diamond and Master.
You called it too.
Your teammates are gonna be restless, right? They don't know you're off. They don't actually know you're in base here. So you really have to just spam ping this. And if your teammates don't respect it, it is what it is. It's not the end of the game because you still like you have a really big lead. But like you saw, like as soon as it happened, your teammates voted FF and they're already tilted. You know what I mean? And your Jinx went to silent all game. So it's really important that you avoid this at all costs. Like I'm able to anticipate it, and like, you'll be able to anticipate this too. That your teammates can int, and you'll take you'll take precautions, which is mainly just spam pinging them. If you spam ping them 6 times, maybe they respect it. But yeah, the biggest mistake here is that we waste our Ghost and R. If you just use R, it's actually like fine because again, 60-second cooldown, not in the world. But yeah, really just respect. And here giving the 1k bounty really bad too because we just don't respect our timers, right? And the one last thing I want to talk about, which kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier, we want to play objectives. We want to force the enemies to fight into us, right?
I should stack Q, I should stack
so
Q
here,
get ready to fight.
if you're entering this objective first, like they're already really scared of you. We have Silas and Malphite R. Rel isn't here, so you can play. It's okay to like play a little bit precautious, but like just looking at their positioning, you can just walk up, hit Dragon right now, and play inside pit, right? It's really hard for them to follow up. Like if Malphite R's you, you're really safe because who can follow up? You know what I mean?
Would I get one shot?
No,
Malphite, I'm thinking like Malphite Rengar.
you're chilling, bro.
No,
You're chilling. Even if Malphite R's you, and then what's gonna happen to the backline? You know what I mean? We have Silas with Malphite R. He's just gonna one shot the Vayne, and then the fight's really winning because they used everything on you.
Even if they dive onto me.
And you're never gonna die, by the way. You have Death Stance, you have W, you have R, you have Eclipse. You're never ever gonna die here. Even though you have no MR, your W gives you 25 or 15 MR at this point, right? It gives you 25 MR in armor, which is not substantial, but it's something, right? But here, like, we're in the right position. Just Q. Get decided, because again, what's the one thing you want? Q stacks. You said it yourself. So here, get Q stacks, and then your DPS goes up by triple, by double, and then you always just win fights. More because of Qs. Here, Barakat and get engaged, and we see how we're like playing so like far back.
Just
we have
why am I not
like,
going?
what would you do if you didn't have a Rel and Silas who could engage, right? If you had like a Seraphim and you had like a Syndra, they can't really engage like this. It would be pretty hard, right? So you want to kind of the way I see it is solo queue is all about minimizing the amount of things that can go wrong, right? And you can't ever really rely on your teammates, right? For example, in this situation, let's say it's like this. They're all here. He comes through. Let's say it's like this, and well, you can't rely on Rel or Silas to get engaged, right? Let's say Silas misses his R, which can happen. Rel flashes the wrong way. Like, they could just mess up. And they could like go if you know what I'm saying. Can't rely on them.
Yeah.
But the one person you can rely on is yourself. So you want to look for an angle. You should be trying to E in here. Not necessarily E in. You're trying to step up, see what they use. Boom. One mistake, Vayne makes a mistake, and then you R on her and she's dead. One mistake, Malphite R's you. You buffer his R, and you're like, no, actually, you want to engage him? I'll R instead. I'll be unstoppable, you know. So you're trying to go for some kind, like, if your teammates didn't engage you, they had a nice engage, it's free, but you should be the one in a situation where you have like Seraphim and you have like Lulu. You have to be the one engaging, right?
Just anticipate things and be ready.
Yeah, just be ready. And what's nice about being in a situation like this is there's so many things you can do, and all of it's gonna be fine because all you have to do is get on top of them. That's all you have to do. And the reason being is because you're so ahead, right? You did the the hardest part of the game, which is actually getting the lead to where you're at right now. Now all you have to do is just run at them and play. As I said, if you take any single 5-5 is gonna be winning here. This is a 5v4, and it's honestly playing slow here is fine because your Jinx is side laning. All you guys have to do really is stall and let Jinx get triple inhib open. You can give Dragon. If in a really high low game, that's what happened here. You guys stall a little bit. You don't have to fight at all. Just make sure they can't base and kill Jinx. And if they do base, then you take this fight, right? That's the idea here. So, but yeah. Other than that, I think we covered a lot of really good stuff this game. I think our Hecarim mechanics overall were pretty good, actually. I like what I saw. We can definitely, if you play like this every game, you'll get to master. Guaranteed. Like, I guarantee you'll get master playing like this because the competition won't increase like that dramatically, if that makes sense. Like, these guys in this game won't get that much better from master to emerald. You know what I mean? And one more thing I want to talk about when enemies play into you, for example, in a situation where they're playing into Dragon, your team, if you guys are on Dragon right now, your team is very coordinated automatically. You're more coordinated than the enemy team because you guys are on Dragon doing something, right? Enemy team, they might enter from bot side, they might enter from top side as well, right? They might be uncoordinated here. They might 4-man this, 1-man this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to be as coordinated as your team because you're already doing something. If you can get all of your teammates on one objective, you're already doing better than the enemy team up until like high low, because these guys won't really know what the right play is. Your team, you can easily control them. If you're already on Baron, you type turn, or you get off Baron and you turn, your teammates will follow 100%, and then you guys can play off that. Like, you don't really want to be in a position where you're reacting always to the enemy. I think it's fine sometimes, right? But when you're ahead, you really want the enemy to react to your plays, and you want to play that way. It's going to make the game a lot simpler, and it's going to lead to your teammates actually being coordinated when they're low, right? But that's overall the idea with this entire game. Maybe one thing I want to just reiterate one last time is your E and R cooldown are really low late game, so use them all the time. Your R is a lot less valuable than Ghost.
Right. Well, so obviously I'm putting points into W seconds. What would you say is like a good amount of haste to have? So like if I to start like throwing my E around, just start like you said, like using it off cooldown. What's like a good amount of haste?
Oh yeah, so I say like after 2 items and boots completed, like I think after that, okay. I think after that's when you really enter like mid to late game, not late game but like mid game, right? 2 items, 3 items is when you're like pretty much full build. Not full build, but that's when you're really spiking. 3 items when you're really strong, especially if you're ahead. That's when you can just around that time. Yeah.
Cooldown basically.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like using your E off cooldown. Just don't worry too much about like, oh, my E's on high cooldown when it's only like 10 seconds, right? But I think other than that, though, I think I covered everything. You have any questions about the game or coaching?
No, I think it was good that you reiterated that as well. I just need to be more mindful of my cooldowns and yeah, just anticipate what the enemy's going to use
Yeah, I
and
agree.
just be ready to fight. So I'm glad you've mentioned that.
But I
So I
think,
just
yeah,
need to be.
other than that, just really big improvement from last coaching for sure. I really like it's MVP every single game, right? It's speaking for itself, the OPG. So just keep playing games, honestly. And yeah, I think we have like two sessions left, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll probably do in like a week or two. And
All right. Thanks, coach.
all right, good luck in your games.
Thank you, man.
W coaching, bro. I won't even lie. I'm not even lying, bro. If it's not proof that like I'm the best Hecarim coach, like what is? I mean, to be honest, I'm the only Hecarim coach, but